Midtown Manhattan, home to almost every single New York tourist trap possible. But if you look a little closer, there's some magic here. Today we'll be showing you hidden gems and secret places that most locals don't even know about. Normally when we enter the subway, we've got headphones on to try to avoid all the sights and sounds of New York. But what if I told you you could make your own music? So this is called Reach New York, an art installation built by Christopher Janney in 1995. When you look at it, the air ducts are really speakers and the holes actually contain motion sensors. You put a hand up in front of one of the holes and you'll trigger a sound. You can move from sensor to sensor, playing a different sound on the instrument as you wait for your train.
We've got a special guest, ActionKid, native New Yorker. What do you think of this?
I mean, this is pretty cool. Gives you a little bit of a thing to do while you're waiting for the train.
And sometimes it just plays spontaneously. It's a little bizarre.
It's kind of X-Files, like the truth is out there.
It kind of feels like Twilight Zone.
You could even you could play a little song with your friend. You want to try? Let's go.
Yeah, you can.
Watch out, the UFOs is gonna come get the UFO.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm telling you, yeah.
He might have a point.
Only in New York, man. Only in New York.
Crazy thing is I've taken the art train here so many times and have never even noticed this till I did a little research for this video. You've heard of speakeasy bars, but what about a speakeasy takeout sushi spot that is one of the best deals in the whole city? This is already my kind of place. Oh, you can smell the fresh fish coming up the steps. It's here for pickup. It was John B. Thanks a lot. ActionKid, do you ever eaten sushi in a place like this before?
This is a first for me. I mean, who eats in a place like this if you don't know?
We do. That is some of the freshest sushi I've ever eaten in a random alley in my life. And in New York too. How fresh that looks. You can just tell by the color how good the sushi here is. I'm not even gonna put any soy sauce wasabi. If my hotel was in Midtown, or my office was in Midtown, I would be here all the time. Something to keep in mind about Sushi 35 West is that the guys who run this used to work at Masa, which is a Michelin star Japanese restaurant. So they're bringing that expertise with low overhead here. So you are buying premium sushi at a really affordable price. And it's just totally my style of place. Little hidden gem, very local for now.
The more I eat this thing, the more I'm falling in love with it. Because at first, I was like, wow, this flavor is really good. It's really interesting, but it really grows on you.
It's a great, great piece of sushi.
It might be the best piece of tuna sushi I've had here.
Are you really surprised?
Yeah, I'm really surprised, yeah.
This could be the start of a new food trend in New York. Low overhead.
Yeah.
Having food like on top of smoke shops and in alleys. And I support this a lot. And make sure you order in advance on your phone. Then you won't even have to wait while you're here. Snag one of these VIP tables. There's not a lot of them. This place can't be real. If you enjoy these videos, consider shopping my New York City guides. All price points, from food to itineraries and more. See the link in the description. Take your trip to the next level. Inside the New Yorker Hotel is one of the best little free museums that many New Yorkers don't even know about. Take the public escalator downstairs.
Never been here, right?
Never had a clue that this was even accessible and had a free museum.
It's not a very big museum, it's just a little corner, but that's all you need here. Good for 5 or 10 minutes. A lot of people don't realize this, but the famed inventor and physicist Nikola Tesla spent the last 10 years of his life living at this very hotel, the New Yorker. The hotel was named his room and a study after him. In fact, he had such an obsession with the numbers 3, 6, and 9 that he would walk around the hotel block 3 times before going in. And of course, his room number was 3327, a multiple of 3. No shock. Unless you're staying at the hotel, you can't walk by his study or his old room, but you can enjoy this little exhibit here.
I see some old cups and there's a teapot there.
I think this is a lot of the stuff that was actually in Tesla's room.
Little bonus for you. After you go to the Tesla Museum, TikTok Diner, connected to the New Yorker Hotel, has some of the best diner breakfast in Manhattan.
There's a lot of things you may expect on the side of a New York office building, but the world's largest active chess game, probably not one of them. No surprise this building was developed by the late Melvin Kaufman, who had an eclectic taste known for 77 Water Street, where he had a full-size World War I era plane built on the roof, and the facade of 200 Water Street, which we've covered in other Hidden Gems videos, which once had the world's largest clock. So this just fits in perfectly. So at 3 stories high, they actually play historical games on here. And every Wednesday at noon, this cherry picker right here moves the pieces. So when you look at the actual board right now, you can see that they're rounding out. I think Blue's about to win. I'm not the best chess player.
No, Tan's about to win. Right now, Tan has more pieces on the board and higher material pieces too. They have the queen, the bishop, and the king. And the blue only has a pawn and a king.
Grand Central Madison just opened their $11 billion terminal last week. And while you may never be commuting from Long Island or Queens to see it, I still encourage you to check out some of the hidden gems inside. This is the longest escalator in the entire MTA system, going 15 stories underground in 1 minute, 38 seconds. This doesn't feel as steep as the 7 next to Hudson Yards does. That feels a lot more vertigo-inducing.
You know, there's actually 4 sets of these escalators that are all the same length, going from 47th Street to 43rd Street.
Right on the Madison Concourse, you run into Yayoi Kusama's mosaic. It is absolutely beautiful. It's called A Message of Love Directly from My Heart into the Universe, and it's meant to evoke the themes of love, universe, and peace for all mankind.
I don't even know what this is, but it reminds me of the vessel.
It does, yeah.
There are 5 different Kiki Smith mosaics on this concourse, and they're all animal themed. They're bringing some nature underground here in New York City.
If you're gonna be in Midtown Manhattan anyway, you need to know where to eat lunch, and in this video, we show you some budget options. Your wallet will thank me. Head to this video next.